What's up, everyone? I'm Joe Lemon. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Real Value Exchange. I'm going back to my roots. It's time for a pivot. You know, they always say life is always about adjusting and this adapting to your environment and being able to kind of move and shift things. This is me getting back to what's most important to me. So it's a pivot that has been long overdue, and it's towards this area of my life that I've always been super concerned about. Primarily because I grew up in a family that was riddled with lifestyle diseases, genetic diseases as well. And I was one of the guys that was really relatively healthy. I always had a pretty just solid numbers through and through for the most part. A little chubby because I ate too much chocolate and gummy bears, but outside of that, life was pretty good. And so I always felt this responsibility, especially to my family, to be a better model for them, or just try to be a better example of what being healthy looks like, and trying to take a lead on that standpoint. And it was just only trying to encourage them to live a healthier lifestyle as well, and hopefully ward off some of those illnesses that some of them were struggling with. So this is one of those things that that's been embedded in me since a very young age. And what we're dealing with now in our healthcare system, I mean, is really it's backwards. I really don't want to make this a lot about doom and gloom either, because there's a lot of things that are right with our healthcare system. There's a lot of great doctors out there that have done great things for people. A lot of leading thought leaders that are pushing the boundaries, trying to take care of their patients. And we have a lot of great technology here as well. So a lot of things are working. But with that, I mean, there's some things that are really jacked up as well. Some things that are really backwards. For starters, people have no clue how much they're going to pay whenever they go into the doctor. They have no clue. Even if you have the actual CPT codes, you still aren't sure what the insurance is still going to pay out. The rising drug cost is crazy, just so much that patients are not even taking their medications because they cost too much, and they're passing away. This is real stories. It's bananas. And the whole idea of us not offering any type of preventative care so we can stop people from even having to get on medications is a whole separate conversation around this fee for service. That is that is not how you go about doing health. That's how you go about running a marketing agency. Obviously you want to do more activities so you can go have a much larger bill, but that's not how you treat people when they're trying to just take care of themselves and trying to get to a healthier place. And that's the old school fee for service model that we're holding on to, that makes no sense to me. And the insurance company is probably one of the most broken pieces to me, because it's not really insurance at all. It operates totally different than most other insurance companies. They don't protect people in the time of need the most. And so I don't want to use this platform or use this podcast as the time to complain and just get bitter and just, put people in a place of no hope at all. It's actually the exact opposite. I'm really hoping to make this productive, healthy, solution-driven conversation. I really want to push it forward. I mean, and I want to be clear. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy from Pittsburgh, who just wants to see my family, for one, live a much healthier life and try to come up with a different solution just for people overall. And I think everybody is really do that. So with that said, guys, you know what? I want to open this up. I want to make this a space, not just for me to go on a rant. I want to invite other people on the podcast as well. So if you're a healthcare provider, a clinician, change agent, an entrepreneur, healthcare executive, and you have ideas to how to answer some of our biggest problems in this space, please, I would love to have you on the podcast, or just drop me a note. I would love to share it with the audience. And you can reach me at Joe Alex Lemon on any major platform, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's all the same. Or you can just go right to the website, and that's joealexlemon.work. That's WORK. I want to thank everybody for listening. Please go out and subscribe so you can stay tuned for the next episode.